cracking.
Skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's
Oh,
approaching
I don't like
49
that,
degrees, so
actually.
we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WBCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting...
Graphics look alright.
No, my days don't weigh the same. And change my clothes and wash my
Control's going here.
Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go.
Hey, maybe hit the lake, right? Oh.
I knelt down in disbelief. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. Keep coming alive, keep coming alive. Keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Driving. Oh. Lookout point. Well, certainly improved. It's Life is Strange 2.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Let's look up here.
The funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Oh, okay. Let's... Can't we have the options?
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Well, even from both directions, so it doesn't make any sense. Right. Time to kill. Time to kill.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Okay. Ooh. Ooh, sorry. It's coming me from...
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Oh, that's cool. I like the way it just randomly shows up. Walk in the woods. Very similar to, oh no, maybe not.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big. You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
That it's a nice view. That's pretty cool. Inspect.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Okay.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Is that all of it? Okay, that's all of it. Emergency phone.
I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here.
Okay.
These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it.
The Eastern Cougar.
Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Yeah.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it.
I'm fucking driving.
I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it. I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
What the fuck is this? Is this the elusive twin now?
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Oh, is this mine?
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
Okay, so we're in this dude's mind. Yeah. Okay. Optimal. Oh.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, so it's just I wonder if it was playing me again. Oh, right, yeah.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
Oh, I thought you still got the memory bits right down there. Oh, there we go next. Don't have a memory.
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it.
Was she dumb or what?
Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I am.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
Oh my
You
god,
look
she
like I
said
just
no.
ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Hey, check it out. That was very strange, but intriguing.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Oh, okay. Aside sequel. That should be fine. Cool. Okay. Let's get out of there.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
top card.
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Oh. What's gonna be better than usual? Okay. Tell me last. Minus healing. Ugh. Damn it. Alright. What happened? Oh, it's Buck. Boo, you mad whore. Yes, I am.
Really? You actually came?
Yes, yes I did.
Been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
What's going on here?
So,
You left.
We did set up. I can't hear it.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Oh.
Is at least honest.
I'm doing alright, mate. I'm doing alright. How are you?
I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on.
Friends don't lie to each other.
Even if it means disappointing her again.
Uh-oh. What do we do?
It's your call.
Nah. No, we're gonna be cool.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but...
You want to know for sure.
It?
I get it.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there, too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Yeah. Guess good is exploring before I go inside. General update. I was doing good. Okay. What is...
Seems Kathy's been keeping this running 100,000 miles past its prime. I hope she's not running short on money.
It's cosmos. Nobody! Restriction, I can't run.
The old bar sign reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
I'm not getting through the back door. Why do I walk into the road?
Might as well talk to Walter.
Ah, piss off to talk.
Later.
Oh, there we go.
A little late to turn back. I might as well
Oh,
see it
GB?
through.
Okay, that's still probably this time. No, nothing here.
Some of the police force stopped by, which means most of the police force stopped by.
Okay.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, it is,
Oh,
Mother.
it's awesome.
Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances
been
were
nice.
different. In times
He's been
like
nice. I'll
these,
give
we
him a
need
hug.
the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Even...
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
That looks slightly nonsense.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Oh. So I can...
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Digital.
Ugh, I'm not ready for this.
Be ready.
Here we go.
Oh. God, everything is fresh. Oh. Yeah. There we go, finally.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires. But that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town.
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Yeah. You want some bitch? Bring it.
Get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Can I go out? No, I can't. Declan. Let's talk to Declan again.
Always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse. That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning.
Well, it's like Cardiff
and
and
this thing with Nick,
Cheers.
his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
Uh-oh.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Bye, Clara. Ugh. Cardiff and Cheers. Oh, so it's basically all the people I've... That's a bit mean calling her weird. I don't think she's weird.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
But no more than 3,000 milligrams.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to do. But that amount is standard.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Oh, back here again.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 but when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, Daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Lucky.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Stop. Oh. Joe, let's talk to on the table here.
It's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe you showed up.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around. I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
Nick was the good sort. Sometimes the good sort die like the bad sort. It's not fair.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Pulling out that Ethan. Okay. There he is.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times and I thought it sounded good. So I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize...
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came. Most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years. My best reporter. What do you even say about him?
He loved people. Sharing things. Having fun together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what. As long as we were playing together.
I always prefer my games analog. Chess. Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
I'm gonna be vague.
Got a new start, new perspectives. I'm helping my mother with her garden. I've been volunteering.
Terrific to hear, my boy. Terrific to hear.
I'll be able to do it
I
too
think
vague.
I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Did it seem odd? Nah,
Yeah,
that's a bit weird.
that could be nice. Maybe. We'll see.
Think about it, Samuel. A drink with friends is worth 1,000 among enemies.
Stop.
You should have been the one giving the eulogy, Samuel. No one knew it better than you. Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn.
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
The same way it treats everyone. Some days are better than others.
That's pretty optimistic, coming from you.
I try.
You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam. You always did know how to start a ruckus. Yes, sir, Mr.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Everyone here seemed to really like my dad.
Of course they did, Bug.
Everyone's nice in that creepy way. It's weird. Even Anna's weird.
You seen Anna? How is she? Is she here tonight?
Yeah, she's getting ready.
Getting ready for what?
I don't know. Something. I've been avoiding her. She's kind of like mothering me. A lot. Like, a lot. My own mom is already too much mom. You know? Do you ever just watch people?
It's pretty much all I do.
Me too. But I don't always like what I see.
Alright. Can get in the parking.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Your daughter thinks Nick's crash doesn't make sense.
She's a little girl who lost her father. She's confused right now. Don't you go encouraging her, or worse, putting those thoughts in her head. I frankly thought you knew better.
Do you think she has a point?
I think you should stay away from her.
Good fuck off, bitch. Oh well. Look at these other ones. Oh, having another memory. Vive la famille.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. The investigation just hurried things up. You probably say some lies, you know.
Hi, Dad. I'm Yuli.
You piece of language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, that is a good question.
It's one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face.
Happier times.
We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then.
Wonder who took that picture. Wonder who took that picture.
Oh.
Look at us.
He was more her best friend than a dad. Those two were a great team.
Samuel. Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way.
A drunk with a gun.
I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Really good. I'm thinking of going back to school. Go for another master's.
So you don't have a clue what to do with yourself. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Oh, we bust with Saul.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. Till but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Uh-oh, channel updated. Attend the wake.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to? Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident. Anna?
Sam!
Hucklepuck. What's been nice?
I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was going to close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was going to go dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago. He never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
I kind of like to send me in the doghouse with her.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Wait a minute. Oh, yeah.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
Good friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. I hadn't spoken to him in almost 2 years. I cut this whole town out of my life, and now it's like I'm a stranger.
This place is in your blood. It's like an old glove. You have to give it time. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed. Few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. Who could prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
Put that down. Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose his license.
I wasn't doing anything. Don't touch me.
Joan.
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid.
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's going to be okay.
Gonna get cakes. Oh, wow. Yeah, boy. Bull bears.
What a night. I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back.
It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I am so very sorry. You stuck in existence, stuck in my head, just a terrible state you're in.
Get your anger and sarcasm out of your system. Better you take it out on me than anyone else. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Crazy.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? My head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
You know what?
Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed.
I'm gonna stop now.